All right, welcome back to Lee Summit, Missouri at Summit Lanes. I'm not sure exactly what happened. All of a sudden, I got a notification that the broadcast ended, and I didn't do anything. So, apologize for that. I'm not sure what that was, but real quick, I'll go over the top 5 again. TK Terrell is your tournament leader at 282 over. Steve Points at 267. Jerry Wiesendinger from Salina goes from 5th to 3rd at 202. Dave Fleming jumps from 12th to 4th and goes 185 over. And then Kevin Duncan with a 213 his last game. Just enough to squeak in at 184. John Schaefer at 180. Brandon Leibel at 178 over in 7th. In 8th, Dan McCook at 174. And then your super seniors were Ronald Haskins from Savannah at 164. David Pritz at 161 for your super senior check. So David Fleming and Kevin Duncan are going to be your first matchup. And Kevin came up to me and said he needed to say hi to Landon, if I get it right. Grandpa's not going to be able to make the birthday party because he's going to try to make some extra money. So supposed to say a shout out as they are taking their warm-up shots now, and I need to do a share here real quick on Facebook. If I can get it done right. If it'll let me. Don't think it'll let me do it on the phone. Yeah. So that's going to be our top 5. I'll get the step ladder. In fact, give me just a second. I'm going to go get the step ladder sheet and the individual score sheets, and we'll see what these two guys are doing here, and I'll be back in just a second. Alrighty, back with you, and we have the score sheets for each of them. In fact, let me see the pencil real quick, and we'll do some figuring up real quick on the point standings. But I'm pretty sure that Mike Vanderbrugge is the season points champion, as Mike Vanderbrugge had a double and then just couldn't carry anything the back half of the last game. He finished in 12th. So that's going to give him 26. So he's going to be at 257. So, yeah. Brian Manini, who was in second at 219. So that's a dead number. Dave Fleming, who is bowling. Even if he wins, it'd be 40 points, it'd be 57. So either Fleming or Duncan would have to win. Fleming or Duncan would have to win to tie Mike Vanderbrugge for the season points championship. So a little extra going on there. So those two I can't do much about. Croker, who finished 14th. That gets him 24 points to 28. And then Tim Grumlovitz, he didn't have that good of a tournament. He was at 17th, so that gives him 21. So that's, yeah, and Jerry Brewster's not here today. That's different as we get started. And we'll take a look at the scores for these two, as neither one of them bowled on this lane today, or yes, they did. Their first game was on here. So on the fresh, Dave Fleming goes 54. Duncan goes 53. Again, one pin more. Duncan can't get the scout to come out on that. So we have the chat room open, so drop us a line, say hi, and just let us know where you're at. I had one little click I had to do, and I finally got that figured out to get the chat room open. Looks like Kevin's throwing the phase 3, and he gets that trip on the 4-pin. He pulled that phase 3 out earlier, or later in the set. He was throwing the, I believe he was throwing the volatility torque. Looks like Dave's throwing a UFO, I believe. No. You know that one, he's got one there. So opening double for Dave Fleming. As I said, if either one of these two win the tournament, they are going to split the season championship with, well, let me make sure, 40? No. Be 57, yeah, 57. Because Mike Vanderburg, he had 231. He finished 12th, and that gets him 26. So that puts him 257. Winner gets 40 points. So it's kind of fitting that these two bowl each other since they're tied with points all season. Got that one in a little bit. Oh, and he trips the 4. Nice shot by Kevin. Did you post the your link?
By who?
For this on your Facebook. That's your deal.
You can post it to the U.S.
Well, I'll do it on the Salina too.
Yeah.
I figured you'd have done that already.
No, I don't do none of that. I'll let you guys do that. You guys.
Well, I can, but not on your page. But yeah, I can do it on the Salina deal. 19 and 20. Did you like 19 and 20?
I didn't bowl on it.
Did you not bowl on it? I guess you didn't, did you?
22, 17, 18.
Yep, you didn't bowl in that one.
19 and 20, so.
So, yeah, 17, 18, go 35. Well, you go through 30 about across the whole house, so that's about how that was. think he might have went a little bit inside out with that one. So he leaves at 2-8. As I'm doing a little post here for the broadcast. I got a little bit more back in on that one. That 2-8, I think he just might have got inside out with a swing a little bit. And Kevin walks up with a 4-bagger. So it gives him a lead right now. I would just say by the reaction, it looks like Kevin's reaction might be just a little bit better. Trying to see what he's throwing. First he started, looked like he was starting out with a phase 3. I can't tell what he's throwing right now. He's still throwing the phase 3. So 5-bagger for Kevin Duncan. Keeps the pressure on Dave Fleming. Kind of interesting on how the reactions with Fleming's not throwing a UFO. I think he's throwing one of the prisms. Ball that has a little bit more service than what the phase 3 does with the pearl on it. Prism solid. Thank you. I just looked down and saw that. It has the same similar colors of the USO. That, I guess, that to me that would have to be Jerry Brewster that chimed in there on what Dave's throwing. I'm sure those two talked on the phone. But yeah, the chat page is open, so if you want to, drop us a line. And that one just, it hit the spot again and goes 2-8. Seems like there's just a spot, little hang spot if you're playing a bit further inside, but these are on the HPLs. Just, it's kind of strange on how it takes how much earlier the ball reads on this surface. That was close. Oh, so no, it's Caleb, but he knows Dave though. Huge fan of Dave, I would guess. That one looks good. Ooh, another 2-8. Kevin thought it was pretty good too, the way he puts his hands up. As Jerry gets Warmed up a little bit, ready on the right lane. That's not the phase 3. I got a better look at it. The lighting is so dark here, I can't tell what he's throwing. Maybe a trend. Maybe it looks like a little bit darker blue. Taught Dave everything he knows. I'll have to ask Dave about that in a little bit. Now you got some more room on that one. Then he goes wrap 10. Getting to the pocket was one thing. Trying to get that consistent carry, that was the other issues a lot of guys were dealing with today. Greetings from Germany, Mr. Tom. Thank you, sir. So we are now officially global, all the way to Germany. And on the spare. So 1 pin lead for Duncan if they punch out. I wonder how much the 2-8 played a part of that, of trying to help it and make sure he got the recovery, because he got that one right and it came off the spot and just went. Please ask him, tell him that you heard that Caleb has taught him everything he knows. I'm sure he will. Probably not after that split there. Put some juice on that one, gets the scout to bump out the 10. Hey, Dave. Dave. I got something for you to read over here. I got something for you to read over here. And a slap on the 7. He got a giggle out of it. A pretty big shot will pretty much lock this matchup on a good count here. And he'll take that. Spare that. Strike for 37. Best Fleming can do is 232. Wonder if Kevin's going to... Oh, well, I was going to say, I wonder if Kevin was going to try something different on the fill ball. I just opened the door. Dave Fleming can go double and count, but he has to get the double. So the door's been open. Closed since November. Ah, that would drive me nuts. Oh, and he folds to 4-9. Really, I wonder if Dave's actually moved right on that and just try to jam it in there, because he's throwing that one a lot harder than what he did on the one that went left and left to split. So Fleming needs this one and count to move on. And he stuffs it. Kevin misses the 10 pin, goes 25. Just need count now. Four pins for the win. And a 232. Yeah, that 10. If I know Duncan well enough, that one's gonna drive him crazy all the way back to Fulton. But happy birthday to Landon, I think he said it was. I apologize if I get the name wrong, but happy second birthday, Grandpa. Made a little cash, so maybe a little extra birthday present out of it. So Kevin Duncan, who finishes 5th, will get 33 points. So two what?
Good Ryan Ragland can't trip fours like that.
No, yeah. Too bad he can't. He can't carry a 10 and then carry a 9 pin.
Now it'd be nice to go all the way now after something like that.
Well, I don't know if you know this or not, but it was kind of interesting that you two guys are bowling each other, because if either one of you two win a tournament, you also split the season championship in points with Mr. Vanderbrugge.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So there's a little extra cash into that also. Because if you see here, the winner gets 40 points. So if you put 40 on your 217, that makes you 257.
Well, anybody that knows me knows that I wasn't even paying attention to any of that.
Well, now you know. Well, I wondered. I wasn't sure. I was like, do I tell him? Do I not?
No, I looked at it every night.
So real quick on that, on your split, it looked like you just tried to help it to recover after the 2.28s.
Well, from what I was doing in qualifying, I had moved in and kind of slowed down a little bit, but
Right.
you're always in danger of the ball jumping.
Right.
So at the end, I moved back right a hair and firmed up.
Yep, that's what I thought you did after that.
Yeah.
That's what I thought you did after that split, and I thought, well, those 2.8s, you were just trying to help it, and then it looked like you went back right and
A
firm.
little touchy going out and in.
Yeah, that's, well, hey, we got confirmation. So Dave Fleming gives a little side deal there. So Mr. Duncan finishes in 5th, and he will finish in 3rd, I believe it is. He'll finish 3rd in the points. So a little extra cash for the season total there. And now we have Jerry Wiesendinger and Dave Fleming. As Jerry gets the choice, so he's going to finish to finish. He is going to elect to finish on the left lane. So Fleming is pretty much going to stay a little bit firm. And starts off with the strike. Make sure you drop a line on the chat page. Just say hi and where you're watching from. I'm used to saying listening from. Oh, the dreaded 9-pin. Jerry pulled that Pink Widow out, what? Game 2, I believe. And pretty much stayed 230 the rest of the way as he goes 258, 190. And then after that goes 35, 35, 34. Goes 13 and then 37 to finish 202 over. Put it on. Get on there, man. Wiesendinger with the strike. I gotta fix the clock on here. Put him on, man. And for some reason Central Pacific. Oh, got that one in just a little bit.
What's the link?
Go to YouTube.
He's coming back.
You want to put that on for a little bit? No, all right.
I was going to do it, but I tried to do it in between shots. I got you. Yeah, you're right. We got to get my trophy. You mean your trophy wife? What? I beat too many other people. It's going to be revenge.
I just sent you the link. We'll get Mike Adamski here in a little bit. He has to promote that he's going to be on the air because that's what he does.
Absolutely.
He really helped that one a lot. He really extended hard on it and getting it over the lane. Julius Mickle. Looks like Omaha is in the house. I'm at the Villages with Brian and Joel, Scott, and Dan. The live telecast is great. I'll be sure to tell Brian is missing out on the bonus money. Yeah, he had a chance and he just lost the chance for a championship. But tell Marcella and Brian good luck this week as they were at the Villages. And Scott, too. Don't forget Scott. He's bowling, too. I'm used to him being here. Oh, and then he goes wrap 10. That one he didn't get right. He's got to get it right to get some friction. I would guess that Jerry's probably going to project this one a little bit further to the right to get a little bit of friction. Mr. Adamski?
Yes.
In the house. Now stuff gets interesting, right?
Well, it
you
depends.
you got a headset on, but stuff's going to get interesting. I got that one in. Carried.
No wonder he made the cut.
What do I know, right? But then again, there was a 0% chance of me making the cut if I didn't bowl. So there was that.
So I take it you didn't bowl?
You're quick.
I mean, I just got here, dude. So
Yeah, I didn't bowl. I decided to save my money a little bit and get ready for state and nationals coming up instead of.
when are you bowling nationals?
We leave.
Actually, and when are you bowling state?
State is the 8th and 9th,
Okay.
and leave that Tuesday for nationals, and then bowl the Friday, Saturday.
Oh, okay.
So, a couple weeks.
So you kind of you back to back it.
Well, that's just the way it worked out. But
Sure.
yeah, I've only thrown the ball like 4 times since I strained my back, and I'm not in the repetitive motion consistently enough to do any good. So Fleming trying to stay firm with it. I'm not sure if he got that one left or what happened. Tuesday for nationals. Yeah, you want to turn that down there. There you go.
It's my first time.
Well, damn rookies. You guys had a pretty good turnout yesterday.
Yes, we did.
I got asked to bowl it, and was like, yeah, no.
Dave was one of our competitors.
Obviously, he was the over.
That was the rumor.
Yeah, huh? That's got a set, and it didn't. See that one? He didn't.
Get right.
Yeah.
It was in the whole way.
And that one looked like his speed might have been down on it too.
I wonder if they bumped up the oil for the old guys today.
Just the house shot.
Okay, well, it makes sense why it took off because
Well, that and
the volume's not very high here.
Yeah, that and HPL's about 30 years old.
Yeah.
Pretty frictional.
Needless to say.
Yeah. That was part of what I was talking about earlier. I was talking to Jerry, and with this service as harsh as it is, if you don't have the right ball, it's going to burn up early. Mm-hmm. And if you try to get in, then it's going to start burning but not have the ability to make the turn. So,
well, in my past experience here, lower end dominates. Whether
I haven't bowled it enough to be able to have that much difference, and I would need a book, and even if I had a book that told you exactly what each pair did, mm-hmm. I probably wouldn't see it. I think, and a lot of times, I actually talked to Spencer Robarge about this when after the Pepsi, the youth PBA championship that he bowled on before the Masters, having that knowledge, like seeing the blue oil and being able to see where the track is, can that, your eyes are seeing, okay, now it's actually seeing the oil and it's showing this is what it's supposed to be doing, right. But it's not doing it, so you do get trapped in that spot where even though what you see isn't happening, do you still try to do that? Well,
you can see it with the blue oil.
Yeah, but you give me knowledge like that, I'd probably say, well, it's supposed to do this because this is what it looks like. Well, you give me a book on what one pair is supposed to do, the other pair is supposed to do, and I try to make the adjustment, I probably wouldn't know it anyway. Damned if I do, damned if I don't.
No, I mean, I totally get what you're saying.
Yeah, I told him about that. He goes, anyone that knows me usually knows I don't pay attention to stuff like that. I go, well, now you know. You can get another plaque.
If you didn't notice right there, Dave projected it a whole lot better on that one.
Yeah.
And it just demolished the pins, just walked right to the pocket.
Well, the one, yeah, and that's the one.
Lane 20.
There was one shot that he threw. I think it was the third frame.
Oh, okay.
He really extended on and really looked good, and he wrapped a 10 pin.
Yeah. See, that one's better than the last one.
Now he's going to go blower 7 almost.
But it was a lot better shot than the last one on that lane.
Well, yeah, and if you're looking at Yeah, it's hard to tell. I sometimes I look at the miles an hour, and I wonder how consistent it is.
Right.
And
or even how accurate.
Yeah, accurate, consistent, same thing. Oh, and a slap with a 10. But yeah, I just visualize it looked like he just got through that one. Plus, he got it over and right, so it still had a little bit of that recovery instead of keeping it as tight as he did before.
Sure.
Mr. Wiesendinger with the slow roll. He actually just, in Salina, just shot 300 earlier this week, if I remember correctly, at the new alley that's about a year old in Salina after they closed down my home house, All Star Lanes. Still sad about that.
Well, it could have been a great opportunity.
Well, and the bad thing is I never shot 300 in that house. I shot 299.
How many times?
Once.
Just once.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Mike, how are you?
Good, and yourself?
Trying to throw the rock.
Actually,
As long as it's round, it'll strike.
another good shot by Dave.
So as long as it's round, it'll strike.
Yeah. I'd like to have another level up there somewhere,
Right?
I'll tell you the strange things when, I don't know if Jerry's been in. Have you been in the old All-Star after they gutted it?
Been where?
Have you been into the old All-Star when they gutted it?
No, I never got to go in it.
I got some pictures I'll have to show you, but it was strange. I was there the last night it was open, and got to go in because they were going to turn it. They're still turning it into a church,
Yeah.
and lanes were gone, everything gutted, and you see the concrete sections where the lanes were on and the pits where the ball return was and everything, and it just, you're
Looked
walking
weird.
around, you can still see it.
Right.
And that one, he got a little inside out with it.
Looks like he's got, like, if he gets it just in that little right area, it's not going to read. He needs
His
to
margin
get
of error is very,
Sure.
very small.
I wonder if he would have, like, pushed it right a little bit more, about four, maybe even 5 boards more, that it would have just walked. So,
Well, and I don't know it, because the last match ending with Kevin Duncan, he actually moved right and stayed firm with it. Now he's actually looked like
he's gone in.
He's gone in and tried to find a spot, and
It's not there.
that second frame might have had something to do with it. That's all right for Jerry. He stay clean.
Yeah, well, he doesn't have to do that. You just have to keep it on the lane.
So you guys have what tournaments coming up?
May 8th,
I won't be able to make that one.
which is up here at Summit Lanes. Our normal tour of KC, and then we have a Memorial Day, May 31st.
I won't make that one either. I'll be out of town. Sorry.
You just don't like us anymore.
Well, I like you. I just,
You just don't.
Tom wants to know from Germany, wants to know what the ratio and length is. Do you have any idea?
Not exactly.
Oh.
Not exactly sure what the ratio is, but the length I believe is like 42.
Probably kind of
43.
standard.
Yeah.
You would think the ratio would be like 9 to 1.
Well, with the volume that they use, yeah, probably, because there's not much hold,
Yeah.
and it still flies off the gutter. So
That's a better shot. Well, guess not.
no, he hit that same area in which Dave hit, and it didn't
Yeah,
want to read.
there's a spot down there. There's
definitely a spot down there.
And it kind of looked like Kevin was trying to round it a little bit, and
Kept hitting it too.
Well, he left one 10-pin, but then he missed the 10-pin on the 10th and left the door open for Fleming, and he just walked right through it. So
Like Dave Fleming of the old. Well, I guess I used the wrong word right there. He is now old. No pun intended.
no pun intended. Yeah, it's the way it is.
It is the way it is. I will be there someday, God willing. How are the numbers here?
Numbers weren't too bad. See, now he gets that one right, and it just doesn't have enough to make it over to carry it out.
Man, Omaha's making a presence. TK, Steve.
That's what Julius Mickle chimed in and said off the chat deal.
I'm getting static, dude.
Yeah, it's the headset. I don't.
Okay. I didn't know if it was mine or both.
Well, actually, let me try something here in a second.
You like the old Nintendo and blow into it?
The game will work now. How did that always work?
I don't know, but it did.
Put it back in. That's good.
It's good.
Salina in the house. Jerry made it.
He
Got one more. Even got the cheering section. David Pritz over here. Any words for everyone in Salina there, Dave?
One of each.
So close. Yeah, so far. He did.
one on
He
each,
did.
huh? Just one? Wow.
I'm gonna try
You
something
guys
here.
are tough on the oldsters.
I'm gonna see if it's. This is why you always have backups. Now let's try this one. I haven't pulled it. Well, let's.
How are the numbers doing?
No, I'm still getting static.
How are the numbers doing?
Numbers for what? Oh, we got 29 watching right now. I was wondering if Mike was going to Springfield with the KC group next weekend.
No, we already bowled. We bowled.
Did you do as bad as I did?
Ago. So.
Yeah. Anyway, back to
Well.
Lee Summit.
Well, I don't remember much of Saturday,
You go to a tournament. You don't remember much of the tournament period.
but I felt all of it on Sunday.
You felt it on Sunday. Like I said, I don't remember it, but I felt it. I'm gonna make you a shirt. That's the line of the week right there. I didn't remember it, but I feel it.
Right.
Actually, I was talking to a friend of mine. Said her daughter had prom and everything else. She went out with some friends, and she goes, "I'm not 20 anymore." And I go, "Well, maybe inside." She goes, "No, I'm not even feeling that."
Oh, wow.
I go, "Too much to drink?" She goes, "No, I just stayed up too late."
Oh, jeez.
There's a little bit of adjustment by Jerry.
So she didn't get much sleep then.
I don't know. I was home.
So it wasn't your fault that she didn't get
Well,
much sleep. She could have been dreaming about you.
No, that just doesn't happen. That just doesn't happen anymore. And if it does, I believe it'd be the first. All right. Let's try one more here.
Oh, I didn't really care.
That bugs me.
Yeah, I hear you.
That's even worse. Radio Shack. No wonder they're out of business.
Radio Shack.
Yeah. I put those in the trash can. Huh? August. August, yeah. Building a house in Ottawa where they actually have a bowling alley. And I've been trying to get Gardner to get a bowling alley figured out somehow, and I got told by someone very prominent in the Kansas bowling world that it's just not feasible for Gardner to have a bowling alley. But yet Ottawa can have a bowling alley. And Ottawa is smaller than Gardner.
I mean, I'm not on.
There you go.
There we are. Gardner is big enough, yeah.
Well,
I mean, a little 12,
I thought so.
A little 12 laner.
It's perfect. 12
You
or
know?
16.
I mean,
I could make someone
Yeah,
a
'cause
lot
you-
of money in Gardner at the bowling alley.
you could actually probably get some Olathe people to come down.
You could get Olathe, Spring Hill,
Ottawa.
Paola. You could get Eudora. You could get, well, Eudora would probably go to Lawrence, but still, you can draw from there. And
Sure.
Yeah, too many options. Availability,
But definitely, yeah.
birthday parties,
Spring
weekends.
Hill's just 10 minutes away.
Yeah. Whoa. Yeah, that didn't look like the last shot he threw over there. Jerry's like me. We make the show, we're stuck at third place. Cannot get past third place for nothing.
You win your first match and then done.
That's what I've done the 3 or 4 times I've made the cut. It's like win done.
Right.
Oh. Try and remember let's see. Donohue, who just passed away.
Mm-hmm.
I beat him once in the finals in Emporia. I beat Menini in Topeka. I beat Duncan in Fulton. I made one more, I can't remember. But always lost to the next one. Lost to Jerry once. I've lost to Jerry in Topeka. Lost to Fleming in Fulton. But Steve Points, pretty solid, goes 67, 43, 48, 47, 47. 252 for the front 5. And then goes 15 over for the next 2. I don't care. I'm 252 over and I'm still in second.
Oh, yeah.
But it's kind of strange how he makes the flip from game 3 to 4, still goes 48, 47. Goes 47 the next one after that.
7 and 8 is
And
the
then
worst
his-
house in the
And
building.
then
It goes 47 on it.
yeah, and then gets in the middle and goes 06, 09.
Which are better pairings.
Yeah.
Better pairs.
Yeah, whatever reaction Jerry had, he doesn't have it now. Plus, looking at a 4-bagger staring at him.
Yeah, you can kind of see in Jerry's demeanor, he's kind of deflated right now.
Doesn't say a whole lot, but pretty much. Here's a question for you.
Uh-oh.
Your thoughts on Randy Peterson's comments?
I didn't hear any of it.
You didn't hear any of it?
I was working yesterday.
Yeah, but it's been on YouTube all over the place and
I-
Facebook and stuff, didn't it?
I
All right, never
I
mind.
haven't. Yeah.
You'll have to check it out.
Apparently. I mean, I've seen plenty of comments or posts or whatever. But
It was just basically Simonson having a great 19 year, didn't have much of a 20. Kind of been struggling now. And, kind of those bowlers are starting to make the comments, well, the pins are offset, or of course I don't get that break, and this, that. Well, you get into that.
he probably got those breaks back in 19.
He probably did, yeah.
Just
But
I mean,
it's
at some point the game has has its way of evening itself out.
well, and part of my deal is that A, Peterson's been on the tour long enough. B, he's around the players all the time. I would think he would be able to say what he felt was going on, and the Bullers would know that it's not meant anything disrespectful. But I mean, when you look at how Anthony Simonson's, you'll have to go back and look at it because it's not hard to see. When he was blowing Larson, and it just looked like, someone needs to be that third eye on him and say, look, here's what I'm seeing. You need to get back in.
No pun intended, but Steve is on point this game.
He's on a 6-pack. Can we say 6-pack? Do we have a copyright on that?
6-pack is golden.
Yeah, but that's Stone's deal. Can we still?
I still
Stone?
like Shamrock though. For for a 4-bagger instead of Hambone, I like Shamrock.
Well, the 5 is Yahtzee.
I like Yahtzee.
Yahtzee's good.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good one.
However, I missed my opportunity on the Shamrock. Jerry's trying to give him a little bit of a
He's in
match,
there.
so he's not totally giving up. Let's see if he's on points again this shot.
Yeah. Well. Okay. Slaps that. As Peterson would say, just slaps the 7 silly.
Hey Randy, is there a $10,000 bonus for shooting a 300 on the TV? No.
That would be a no. That would be a negative.
The pattern's full of ghosts right here.
Yeah, ask Dave about the bonus he got a phone for shooting 300. He didn't get nothing.
Hey, you got the bull next game.
No, that was a championship match.
Oh, that was too. Okay, well then he got the first place money.
He did.
I got $5.
You got $5? I think I got a couple more ones.
We'll give them all ones. We'll give them 12 ones, one for each strike.
Go to a bank and get 12 fresh $2 bills. Oh, there you go, Jerry. That a shooter.
Yeah. And that's the dagger right there. I mean, not like it wasn't already, but
No, it was. He's picked up a couple 710s. Old Holiday Lanes and Salina back in the day had the same machines, and those things were lively bouncing out. Mm-hmm. You leave a big 4, you felt like, I got a shot. I got a chance at this.
there's a couple of bouncy places here in town that, I mean, when you leave a 710, it's probably a 50-50 shot of
You
getting
got a chance at it, yeah.
I mean, I guess technically it's always a 50-50 shot.
Yeah.
You're either going to make it or you're going to miss it.
Wow.
I mean, am I wrong?
No,
I'm not technically wrong.
you're not wrong. I can argue with you. Hey, thank you to science, right?
Right. Thank you to math.
Yeah, numbers. Look at the numbers.
Well, shoot. I guess I better search in my pocket for some ones here. I got one.
Let's see. All right, take it easy, Kevin. Hey, I'll get with you. We'll have to get Spence on.
1, 2.
I
There
have
was 3, so we have 8.
I have 4.
That's 12.
That's 12.
That's 12. Perfect.
But he has to get all 12. He doesn't get
Yes.
$1 per strike.
Absolutely not. No. I mean, only if he shoots it. Only if he shoots it.
That was left.
Oh.
The right, I meant. All right, give me my $4 back.
Yep, I get 3.
We tried. Well, that's your 3.
That's my 3. He gets 4.
now
You
when
got 5, right?
now when Steve comes up to get the time, we put up a collection for the 12 shots.
We
But
did. We did. No. I just came in to watch, and I saw an extra headset, so I put it on.
he.
You know, because I'm nice like that. Huh?
Sure showed up a bunch of crap on Facebook on the classic tournament. I know.
So one more for Steve Points. Test shot lifted that one up a little bit more, so he's going to finish with a nice 278. And Jerry's going to have 150. $12. We already had the collection put up for you.
We already had the collection.
As soon as Randy had the money, you screwed it up. Julius Mickle says the house will hook regardless of amount of oil or pattern. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, third place finish makes the trip back to Saline a little bit better. Yeah. Well, plus, I mean, and you know by these where with the HPLs and the service and everything, it's going to move, and it's well, right. But I mean when the ball's burning up so early that sometimes it makes it hard if it's going to recover or not.
Oh, you need to wipe the ball up.
There's not much on it. That's true. Yeah. Well, you have how many games have been bowled on it? It's going to be moving and all the. Yeah, he had 3 and 4 on a pair, and that's true.
You watch mine and Dave, you pushed it on 19 too far, that ball never recovered.
Right.
There's like a carry down spot down there or something.
Yeah, we saw that. We saw that a bunch of times where you were hitting that spot where it just would labor, wouldn't do anything, and Dave hit that a bunch too, a couple times.
There it is.
So on the championship match, Julius Mickle and Steve Points. Yeah, Julius Mickle over here. I'm sorry. TK Terrell. And TK finished out nicely. He goes 78, 30, 59, 27, 18, 23, and 47. So he was pretty solid throughout the day. Jamie Weber, hey guys. Jamie from Omaha. Well, evidently she knows these two, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, Jamil, I'm sorry. Actually, Steve said that TK rode with him. So
which one's buying?
Steve and TK are my teammates and practice partner. That's from Julius. I'm not sure what kind of deal they had going on, and if they both make the, if they both make it, who has or what the bet is.
Right.
TK says, I don't care, I'm going to win. Smash.
I mean, the match is over.
I had that happen to me once. Lee, I'll remember his name. It'll pop up in the middle of nothing for no reason. But
Yeah, probably
bowling,
probably around 2 a.m. today. Or
I'll
tonight.
be could be.
You'll wake up and be like,
There it was.
yep,
But
happened to me. Yep. I already told you this match is
Yeah.
done.
it was
it's
the
over.
bowler of the year over to Latha West. I call it Latha West. I don't care.
Yeah, that's fine.
And Lee Graybrill.
Oh, I've heard the name, but I don't know him.
Yeah, he was on the Y John board, and we were in the not championship match, but I think we were in the top 5. And he shot 300 against me. I go like 230, and I walk up to him and say, "You could have told me just to stop when I made my first miss."
Oh wow.
Oh, slaps that 6 silly.
But nothing hit the 10.
Nothing at the 10.
So it doesn't matter how
No.
silly you slap the 6, as long if nothing hits the 10.
I can't argue with that. I guess I should get my interview mic ready.
I'll get my second place mic ready.
There you go. You gotta go get one first.
I got one right here. I'm wearing it.
Oh, you're wearing it. Okay, that's true. Oh, Lord. What would we do with that, you right?
Be bored.
Be bored. I can't argue that. Bored would definitely...
I kind of started out slow today, but
You're picking up steam.
I woke up. I had my mid-afternoon nap today.
Well, he's throwing pins all over the place and just can't get the carry.
I mean, I'm just preparing myself for 6.5 years from now. My afternoon naps with you guys.
Dude, you ain't napping with me. I'll guarantee you that. That is not going to happen.
So, after striking all game, he's going to go from all strikes to all spares.
I shot my first triplicate. I do not have it. I've never shot a Dutch. I've never had an all spare, and I just shot my first triplicate this year. Not that it means anything, but just something I've never done. I'll tell you what, TK, he's got that nice little roll, and it's clearing the heads nicely for him.
And it's reading down lane.
Yeah, he's circling. He's circling that little puddle,
Right.
which everyone else was trying to do, and
So far.
yeah.
However, in other news, KC is beating Detroit 2-0. Top
Yeah, one of the few
seventh,
times I get to watch Kansas City. Whoa.
or bottom of the
That got out early.
7th.
He sent that one harshly.
I missed that, so I'll have to watch it. Oh, yeah, it got out there a little
Yeah,
bit.
he
Got out there early. That's what it was.
he projected it quickly.
Yes. He's lucky just to leave a 4-pin.
Yeah.
And like the true professional he is, he hooks at the 4-pin.
Now we have Jamil and Julius talking to each other on our chat page.
At least TK picked up his 4-pin. Unlike somebody in our hometown. I'm not going to mention any names, Brad Miller, but Oh, dude.
Just throw under the bus.
Speaking of which, so Brad was at Aaron's yesterday giving a lesson in the den, and
Push.
Some people were like, hey, can you sign this? Can you sign that? Mm-hmm. Kim, Dave's wife, goes, can you sign my 4-pin? But to back it up,
Tell the story about the 4-pin.
but well, hang on. So to back it up, Brad's response, he goes, I'll have to go down there and get it because it's still there.
It's still standing. I'll give you.
Classic response.
I'll sign one of my personal 4-pins for you.
Yeah.
Explain the story behind the 4-pin, because that's what makes it. That'll make it good.
So Brad and Kyle were bowling the Nationals doubles, Holman and Roth doubles tournament.
Right, the PBA doubles.
Right, and they were the the tournament leaders all through qualifying and everything. Going into the step ladder, they were tournament leaders. And so, kind of late in the match, I think it was it Brad was on the left lane, but I can't remember if he was the odd or the even lane. It doesn't matter. Anyways, it was around the 7th or 8th frame that he left a 4-pin.
And they were in pretty well command of the match.
Yeah, I mean they were in the lead, but it was still tight. and so Brad leaves a 4-pin.
TK just knocks that 9-pin silly.
And Brad misses the 4-pin, which totally flipped the script. And so which basically Ogle and was it Rash that they lost to?
Yeah.
They struck out, and however, I think in all reality, if Sherman and Miller would have struck out as well, I think they might have still clipped them, but they did not. Sherman did not strike in the.
Oh,
8th.
I got you. Yeah.
Yeah, Sherman didn't strike in the. Sherman didn't strike in the 9th. That's what it was, and then Brad finished it up.
And probably punched out.
No, he didn't strike the first ball, and then the fill I can't remember. So, anyways, Ogle got up needing a double.
And that was the one that
And
they won the championship on, Ogle's first win.
Yeah, or at least close to a double. He needed at least the first one, and he just stoned all three, just
Of course.
like cold
Yeah.
dead nutted him, and just locked up his first win, and Rash's
But
like
the
80th,
fact that
so.
Miller still kitty grief on the
Right.
fourth pin.
So Dave is good friends with him, and Dave Waswell, and he he goes, so how long do we have on this? You know, how much grace period do we have on this 4-pin thing? And
You don't.
And Brad said, until I die.
You don't.
He goes, give it to me until I die. He goes,
Hey,
I deserve it.
I still get grief. We were bowling a 9-pin no-tap in Salina back in the day when Holiday was still open, and I had never shot 300, and all my strikes were real, and I had the front 11. So he's been struggling trying to find a carry, and then he doubles, and then I don't know, it just looks like the few shots that he threw on the left lane at this angle looks like the ball's really checking up early on him. But I had 11. The front 11, all real, 9-pin no-tap. And
Big 4?
I get up and throw the ball. No, we got to remember the shots on the outside, like outside 5.
Okay.
Because it's the old rubber and urethane days and stuff.
You shoot 290.
I shoot 290. And people still bring it up. I was nervous as hell. I had a chance to shoot 300. I don't care if I had a ring or not.
Why did I see that coming? Once you said
You consider the source. You consider the source.
That too. I mean, I'm pretty sure I would have done the same thing as well.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, when I'm playing out there, you know, I'm either on it or
Yeah.
I'm
Well, it was.
I'm getting 3.
If I remember right, I was looking like 7-8, 7-8-9. Some of that area. It wasn't just like a 5, but I mean,
Okay.
you played
Still.
the outside,
Right. Oh boy, that checked up early.
and he's got the line to get it down lane, but man, that thing makes a left. And yeah, that's it's just
I mean, he still has a 20 pin lead.
yeah.
So
Yeah, but he gets a spare here. Make it interesting if Steve doubles.
Well, if both of them punch out, it's a 24-pin win.
Right. That's what I mean. But if he doubles,
Well, it
it'll
definitely puts pressure.
Yeah, it'll put some pressure on TK.
Well, all you would have to do is go 9 spare, 9 spare, 9, and be fine. So, I mean, he doesn't want to do that.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, in reality, he can afford to do that. So, but looks like Steve's going to try and make it interesting here. We'll see what his plan is after.
Looks like TK's going on a ball
split.
change.
That's ballsy.
No pun intended.
We're going to see if Steve makes an adjustment here. Coming off a split in the 7th. Looks like he got better speed on it. He definitely got better speed on it.
He got better speed on it, but then it didn't have the revs to make it back up the hill.
Right.
So right now TK just needs to stay clean.
Miguel Cabrera showing off his gold glove, bobbling it and then overthrowing first.
And that's what speed do on first.
Well, he came in as a pinch runner.
I don't care. He's on first.
What's on second?
No, who's on second? Who's on first? What's on second? I don't lose on third.
I don't care. Is that short?
No, I don't give a darn. I'm playing short.
I thought it was I don't care.
He's on the bench. Oh.
Well, we're going to have to discuss this tomorrow. No, he's the catcher.
Today's pitching, tomorrow's catching.
That's right.
Trust me, I know it.
I love that skit. It is so
Yeah.
so funny.
Wonder how long it took him to write it. Ooh, that's in.
Ooh, looks like that locked it
He
up.
made a big move on that one, not projecting it right.
And that locked it up right
Yep,
there.
that'll do it.
Yep. He can go gutter and win by 2.
Well, let's just not go that way.
Well, it's TK. He won't do it that way. Not, especially not with his riding buddy. I mean, he'd probably have to ride on the roof.
Yeah, I'm wondering if there was there's some kind of bet on if someone buys dinner on the way back,
That's
or
gonna, yeah. Hey, Steve. So is he riding on the roof on the way back?
he may not get a ride back.
Steve said he needs to call an Uber.
Oh, okay. So we'll get down here to TK here in a second.
Do you have a second place mic for me?
Huh?
Do you have a second place mic for me?
Yeah, but there's no batteries in it.
Go figure. You must have used. Never mind.
Actually, I have 2 handheld mics, but the bass on it is like huge, so I may get me a little cheapo for next year.
It's easy when it's over.
Steve says it's easy when it's over.
It's like Phil balls.
Always easy.
We'll have to. We'll get TK down here in a second after Steve gets done.
So your final results are going to be
Throwing
TK
his
Terrell
fill balls.
as your winner. Steve Points. Second place, Jerry Wiesendinger. Third, Dave Fleming. Fourth, Kevin Duncan. Fifth.
Wait on Steve on the last one. We'll get them both down here. right, we'll get TK down here. We gotta get the old boys down here because Julia Smiggle's already chimed in,
Oh yeah.
and Jamil
Weber.
she's already chimed in. Yeah, on the chat on the broadcast. So we'll get you over here. At least you see on the camera. And then, so was there any kind of bet going on between you guys since dinner? So are you winner buys?
Winner buys.
Okay, well I was gonna say because usually that's the winner buys the room when the old deal with Mika Koivunevi and Chris Barnes.
Okay.
So I wasn't sure about that, but been pretty solid all year. And just trying to get over that hump today, you just had some pretty good solid scores, and you had that nice comeback at the game 6 and 7 to take the lead, and it kind of makes it easier for that just to bowl that one game.
I got lucky.
You got lucky?
I got lucky.
How'd you get lucky? You mean the six?
It's a deep inside shot. That's my best game.
Right.
That's my A game. So I got lucky.
Yeah, on the one, there was the one on the left lane that we saw, and you really got that one out quick. But early in the match, the ball was just nice and clean through the fronts, and you were getting around that little puddle area that a lot of guys were hitting on the inside.
I ain't that good.
Well, evidently you're good enough to win the final stop.
It was a good day.
So,
It was a good day.
so okay, since you're buying, do you get to choose where you're eating, or is that his deal?
He's driving.
That's right, he's driving, so you're buying wherever he's
Wherever he
going.
wants to go. That's right. Yeah.
All right, nice job. Have a good summer, and we'll see you next year,
Thanks,
man.
buddy.
Morton
TK
Steakhouse.
There you go. Probably take him to the ranch place, the ranch buffet or whichever.
Pizza Ranch.
Pizza Ranch, that's it.
Dude, their chicken is stellar. It's good chicken.
The best. I'll get this.
Best chicken buffet ever. Pizza Ranch.
Actually, the best buffet I've ever had is no longer in existence. 'Cause
Ryan?
No,
Ryan's?
Valentino's.
Where?
They had a Valentino's in Omaha that is closed up, and
that
Valentino's was freaking amazing. It was like buffet of buffets. You could walk into Vegas and thought you were at Valentino's in Omaha.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was
Wow.
that good. But anyway, so that's going to do it for this year on the Northwest Missouri Senior Bowlers Tour with TK Terrell taking the final stop, 223 to 191. And let's see, you guys, you had the tournament coming up and the 8th here.
Yeah, May 8th here, and then Memorial Day at Olathe Lanes East, and then we have a doubleheader on June 5th and 6th at Aaron's, and then we take the rest of the
Summer off?
No, not the summer. Rest of June off.
Oh, okay.
For nationals, and then Father's Day.
What's your doubles? What are the events? Are they?
The 6th is going to be the doubles.
Oh, doubles. I thought you meant doubles as back-to-back tournaments. Okay.
Well, yeah.
Open doubles.
Open doubles on the 6th. Yep.
Okay.
And regular Tour of KC singles on the 5th.
I gotcha.
And 8th. So. Yep. And then
keep you guys busy.
Holiday singles. The demand is there, so we're going to keep doing it. So.
And it keeps you out of trouble, keeps you out of society that much longer, so less things could happen. See what I did there?
More days I can remember. Outside of Springfield.
More days you can remember and less days you have to feel it.
Yeah, I do not. I literally remember maybe about 10 minutes of Saturday, and that's about it.
Yeah, I heard Wichita was pretty good too at the Southwest. I missed out on.
I was pretty hammered on Saturday as well. Yeah, I mean,
there's a theme here.
Saturday is my day.
There's a theme here.
Yes.
Oh, Julia says go on to Cracker Barrel. Hey, Cracker Barrel, I'll take that in a heartbeat. I love coming down and bowling the KC stops.
That must be Jamie.
Well, it says Jamil, isn't it?
Yeah, but it must be Jamie.
It must be Jamie. All right, hey.
So
I want Valentino's back.
And we love you coming down. It's awesome to see the support. Not only from here in Kansas City, but from outskirts.
Well, you guys go to Wichita, and that thing goes gangbusters too.
We went down to Yeah, she said it is Jamie. So
Yeah.
yeah, we went down to Wichita in January, and they showed us love there too.
You may have to make a couple trips a year down there.
Yeah, we're actually in talks with them going back in August. So
And
just don't know when yet.
And I'm just saying this from experience, from a number. If there is one place where you could walk in, and if they have the lane availability, you say, we need a tournament tomorrow. They do it.
Oh, North Rock.
It's a tournament button. They just push it and they go into tournament mode and they're done.
Right.
That's all that needs to be done.
Yeah. North Rock is probably my favorite center. Now, I haven't been in every center, but of the centers in which I've been in, North Rock
to run tournaments and have it smoothly and everything.
Just
Oh.
centers, just as a whole. I think North Rock is probably my favorite center in the nation.
Easy to get off right off 96. Easy in, easy off.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Plenty of places to eat.
Sure. Yep.
Got plenty of hotels.
Great spot.
Close there. So
Yeah, great spot. So
Michael, thanks again. I
Absolutely.
don't know why I call you Michael, but
I just walked in. I thought I was gonna catch Larry, visit with him for a little bit. He had already skedaddled,
yeah,
but he
he's
came
already
back.
out.
Yeah,
There you go.
He
Well.
came back, and then I saw the empty headset, and I was like,
There he is. Get on there.
and you're like, grab it.
It's never boring. So for Mike Adamski, Ryan Ragland, thanks for joining us on the Northwest Missouri Senior Bowlers Tour. Everyone have a great summer. Stay safe. Things are opening up. Life is good.
Yes,
That's all I got to say.
It's always good. Well, it wasn't good last year.
It wasn't good last year. Yes.
But it's going to be better, and it's going to be good. It's going to be good again.
Yeah. So, not sure of the schedule. Probably again starting in either August or September. I'm probably going to still do some doubles, some double scheduling like they did this year. But anyway, so thanks to Scott and Dan allowing me to do this and bring us to you guys. I enjoy doing it. Thanks for all the response we've had on it. It's been a fun time once again. Congratulations, TK Terrell, for the win tonight. And everyone have a great rest of the Sunday, great week, summer. And we will see you guys, August or September. So have a good summer, everyone.